to my first post-op inspection, we'll call it, checkup. I'm gonna hopefully get this bandage off. Probably, obviously, check to make sure that I'm all good. That's all I know, or that's what I'm hoping for. I'm assuming they're gonna ask me how I'm feeling and all that fun stuff. So this is, I guess, almost week 3. Tomorrow would be 3 weeks after surgery. Today's Tuesday. For week 2 update, you know, nothing much had changed. Okay, maybe some did, but in regards to like pain levels and movements, like it's obviously getting better daily. Some days, you know, it'll not necessarily go back down like worse, but you know, some days I'll feel a little bit more pain here and there, and I am using my arm more actively. For example, I was a bit excited. I plugged in a charger with my left arm. I was like, that's cool. You know, that's progress being made there. So we'll see what they say. I'm hoping to get it off and I can start training again on my bike. Stop taking my pain pills, the good stuff and the other stuff. Getting that itch, figuratively and literally, because my arm, elbow be itching a lot, which I've heard is good because it's healing. Yeah, I will catch you guys here on the flip side. I just took off my wrapping and the under wrapping. Feels very good because it was sweating and now it's drying out. I have a little lump on my arm from where the stitching is. I don't know if I'm ready or not to say that. Did you see it? Did you guys see it? Let's see what happens next. I heard that they're gonna take out the stitching, and I did get an x-ray just before this. I'm assuming just to make sure everything's all right. It's nice to see my arm again, but it's a little scary seeing the aftermath. I will catch you guys up here in a little bit. It's been like 2 minutes since that last video, and I'm already sweating profusely. And I looked at it, and I'm a little lightheaded, so that's cool. That's typical with me. Yeah, this is fun. Whew, I'll be all right. Anyways, that's my 2 update. All right, I'm gonna lay down now. Gotta relax. All right, well, today was successful. What went down in my checkup is showed up, you know, checked in, got an x-ray just to make sure everything's all right. Not even, I walked out the door from the x-ray room. The lady was like, "You wouldn't happen to be Johnny?" I was like, "I indeed am." And then she was like, "All right, well, let's go." And then she took me back to the other room. Went in there, waited. The lady that took me back, she took the brace off, unbandaged me, and then cut my other bandage I had in there. I was, in fact, not splinted, just like 1,400 bandages. And then I could see my arm after 3 weeks, which was quite a relief. That was exciting. Oh, well, I guess I could show you this. But look, there's skin. So there's one stitching, which goes underneath, or was stitched. They took out my stitches. Down here, they had 5 stitches. And then up here is the big boy. Up here, they had 10 stitches. So they took out my stitches, which was nice. A little bit of pain on like 1 or 2. The feeling when you get an ingrown hair and you pull it and you could feel it pulling, that's what it kind of felt like. Then they gave me some Band-Aid looking things that are gonna fall off with time. So now my arm is semi-free. This is as straight as I can go, but not really straight. Yeah, so that's today's update. Tomorrow I got some PT. Nothing crazy. They want me to not lift anything and push on stuff and all that with it until 8 weeks, and I'm barely 3 weeks in. We will transition into tomorrow's day after you see the dog. All right, we got some heat therapy going on. You could see that my left arm is wrapped up pretty good. Felt nice. Laid here about 10 minutes, and that was pretty much it. And then after this, we did our next exercise. Okay, up next we got some passive movements per se. Just stretching that out, getting that extension going. Nice light stretch. This was fresh off, so everything's pretty tight up in there. Up next we got some finger movements. You could see that my hand is kind of grasping, just working out those muscles with some Play-Doh pretty much. Easiest way to say that. Here you could see my wrist up and down, working out those muscles because again this hasn't moved in a while. So just working all those out and making it feel good. Now we got some shoulder squeezes, using that mind to muscle because everything is pretty much connected in a sort of way within the arm and shoulder. So just working that out. Up next we got some finger stretches. Pretty self-explanatory there. Up next we got some shoulder presses. Obviously no weight. Just again working those out, getting my motion back. Now we got some front raises. Same thing, working out the motion, working out the muscles, just working things out. Here we got some tricep and bicep engagement. My off arm is putting pressure on my injured arm. Just holding that upwards or downwards in this next clip just to engage those muscles. Hard angle to see, but I just am pushing into the wall with a towel, engaging those muscles once again. Here, same thing. You could barely see the towel on my elbow, but now I'm just kind of pushing upwards, almost like a chicken wing. Again, just engaging those muscles and whatnot. Final one for this episode. Again, pushing up against, now backwards. Kind of weird there, but still pushing backwards with the towel. And that's pretty much it for this episode.